What energy can we expect for this new week ahead? We're going to find out today in today's weekly wisdom. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of those you've invited. And thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. The God in me loves the God in you. It's all about raising your awareness around here. And we're going to do it this week, as I said, with the weekly wisdom. It's March 25. It's still not too late. It's never too late to get your yearly forecast. But in order to navigate for the rest of this year, I suggest go ahead and get your yearly Astro-Numerology forecast so you can know what the year holds for you. You can get all other kind of reports there as well. And one of the reports that will be very beneficial to business owners is the actual business report. And now I'm doing those business consultations too to help people with branding, to help people align their business with success. So make sure you check out all of those things on the website as well. And that is at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. Now we're going to get into this weekly wisdom. This weekly wisdom is where I read the energy of the week using oracle cards and using the numerology on the cards. And this will tell us what our focus should be on the week ahead. Now, I give a universal reading, meaning a reading that's for everyone. And then I break it down by the birthday number. So I read each birthday number from 1 to 9. And I also include the corresponding zodiac sign because some people resonate with their zodiac sign better than their birthday number. So I'm going to give you the energy for your birthday number. And at the end, we'll do a little summary and have an affirmation. And that's going to be our weekly wisdom. It gives us something to work on throughout the week. It gives us room to grow. Not only that, if you are listening to the weekly wisdom, then make sure that if something deeply resonates with you here, that you know that you can also book a consultation, an oracle card reading, or a numerology consultation so that you can get a little bit deeper into the message. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to be using Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and I'll be using Trust Your Vibes by Sonia Chaquette, and that's going to be for the advice card. So how I'm going to do this is give one big shuffle of the deck to keep the cards from flying all over the place, and then I'll just pick from the deck. So now we're getting ready for the universal reading for the week. What can all of us expect for this week ahead? I'm hearing one more shuffle. And here we have it. Let's go with the cornerstone card. I call it the cornerstone card because it's the very first card and it's usually the most significant card of the reading. 35-8 here. Loyal heart. Loyal heart. I'm hearing that someone is being loyal to who they are and what they do at this point, but I'm going to need another reading here. No place like home is the second card. That's the number 5 card. Is this a love reading? Is this a love reading? Oh my goodness. Soulmates is the number 3 card, and it comes up to 41-5 again. The 21 card. Clean it up. What I'm feeling like, oh, the energy that I'm feeling right now is very Mercury retrograde, and it would make all the sense in the world because we got the 2 center cards being 5 cards. Loyal heart. This means that be true to yourself. This is the energy that I'm feeling, that no matter what happens, you have to be true to yourself. That's going to be the energy of the overall reading. Be true to yourself. There's no place like home. This means it's time for someone. And I know I said love reading, but this is not just necessarily talking about a love relationship with someone else. This right here is talking about your love relationship with yourself, with your higher self, your spiritual self. This right here is saying that you need to get more consistent with loving yourself, because that number 5 card is here, and that 5 represents changes. It feels like you're all over the place. It's like your loyalty goes into anything you do. It's so quick to change it. Let's say you may be so fascinated by a project that you're working on, and then the next project comes up and you're excited about that, and you're just moving around, bouncing around all over the place, sharing your energy with everything. But the energy of these cards, when I get the stay loyal card, the number 8 card, the stay steadfast card, this means be consistent in loving yourself. And this card said there's no place like home. I don't know if I showed that to you. And home is where the heart is. I don't know about you, but your heart is in your home. My heart is in my home. So we have to realize that our heart is within first, and then we can share that heart with someone else. Soulmate. 41-5. This energy right here I'm feeling is if there is someone that's out there looking for someone to complete them, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, because in order for you to feel like somebody can complete you, it means that you are not complete. And the Creator doesn't make mistakes. You're complete in who you are, and you need to be accepting of that. And what happens is when you begin to feel and treat yourself as if you're complete within, then that real soulmate, because keep in mind, you are the soulmate. That's the first soulmate relationship that you have to work on. And that soulmate relationship is here from the time that you're born. You are your first soulmate. But if you intend to attract another one, you got to deal with the first soulmate, that soulmate that is already within you, yourself. Wow, this energy is for somebody. Clean it up. 21-3. 21-3. And the energy that I'm feeling when I hear declutter, when I hear cleaning up, that's the word that comes to me. Declutter. It's a whole lot of mess going on in your mind. There's a whole lot of things that you want to do, but there's a whole lot of things that in order for you to achieve those things that you want, you're going to have to clean up within yourself. You're going to have to declutter the mind. I'm hearing like somebody is holding on to past experiences. Like they just can't let some things go. They're unable to move forward. They don't know why they cannot move forward, but it's because they are cluttered with mess that no longer relates to them. So it's time to clean house. So this is saying right here, be loyal to yourself. And this is saying clean house. We have to have our advice card for the universal reading. This is the advice card for the universal reading. Same thing. 27-9. Let go. Let go. There's things that you're holding on to that's making it hard for you to grow. And when, I'm hearing guilt. Guilt. You're taking on things that don't belong to you. You're feeling guilty for things that other people have put themselves through. It's time to let that go. It's time to let that go, because what that happened is it changes your perspective about yourself, making it hard for you to grow. You cannot grow if you don't let go. Okay, we're going to go on to the birthday number 1, as if we really need any more readings, because that right there was solid enough. But we're going to go on with these birthday numbers and see what happens. If you're born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th of the month, or if you come under the signs of Leo or Aquarius, you are a number 1 birthday. And for you, number 1, you get the number 1 card, 3710. And whenever the number of the card matches the birthday number, it's a significant card. It's a message that you really need to pay attention to. And this message is never ending story. So this right here confirms that you are one of the ones that need to clean it up. You may need to clean some things up, because what's happening is it seems like the same patterns. I keep hearing, why am I attracting the same circumstances in my life? Oh, that's the energy that I'm feeling. Why am I attracting the same circumstances in my life? Whenever you ask that question, it's time for introspection. What is the number 1 about? The number 1 is about the individual. If nobody else from 1 to 9 should know themselves, the number 1 is one of those numbers that really should know yourself, because you are the individual. You have to go in, because you have to separate yourself from everybody else, because sometimes you can get caught up in being a leader and really becoming so much a part of the team that you lose yourself. So that's just like saying you could be going through a lot of things in life, and you could be so caught up in all these other things that you forget you. Number 1, this right here is saying the same things keep happening because you are continuing to do the same thing. Remember the law of cause and effect. Each thing that you do has an effect. And if these things are similar, it's going to cause similar effects. What you do and who you are attracts more of that into your life. So it's time for you to declutter. Get rid of the junk. Get rid of the things that really do not serve you. And this should be a new beginning. There's that number 1 again. This should be a new beginning for you. Start fresh. And when you start fresh, you start with you. And your advice card is the number 16-7. And this is saying that you need to just lay back, go deep within yourself, and find reasons to make yourself happy. Because a lot of times people may say that there's not a lot of positive experiences that I've been through in my life, but it's because that they haven't taken the time to go deep down inside to count the little joy moments as joy. You know, sometimes you can overshadow yourself in doubt and negativity, that you fail to see the positive things that have happened in your life, those things that can very much make you joyful. So we're going to move on to the number 2. If you're born on second, if you're born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month, you are a number 2. Or if you come under the sign of Cancer, this is a number 4 card. This talks about higher power. The energy that I'm feeling from this is you got it all wrong. You got to look at things in a different way. You got to build yourself up, because that's what the number 4 does. The number 4 builds itself up. The energy that I'm feeling here is you're a way lot more better than you give yourself credit for. It's like you're amazing. Wow, with so many people that want to be like you. But you're looking at yourself like, I'm okay. No, 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 no. You have to build yourself up to that higher part of yourself. And it's not that you're not already there. What you're really doing is you're building your mindset up so that you can see it, so that you know that it's there. It's about being confident in yourself. And confidence is something that you have to build. I don't know what you've been through, number 2, that took away your confidence, but now it's time for you to take it back. That's what it's time for you to do, number 2. And let's read the advice card, because the advice card may tell you just how to do it. See the solution. And the energy that I'm feeling here with this card, this is a 10, a number 1, and a number 4. This makes this card significant because it equals that number 4 as well. So this right here is saying, it's because people may not be getting you sometimes, number 2. Sometimes your ideas may not reach certain people. But just because it does not reach everybody doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your ideas. You may decide that you want to toss those things out because they don't reach everybody else. But it's not about reaching everybody else. You have to become a believer in it for yourself. Because these ideas and stuff that are coming on to you, and the card said higher power, these ideas are coming from your vision. It's coming from a higher source, and people can't get that. But that is what's making you so amazing, so wonderful. So the very thing that you may be doubting is the very thing that you should be doing, number 2. People are not going to get it, but that's what makes you the best at what you do, number 2. So we're going to move on to the number 3. If you're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month, or if you come in the sign of Pisces or Sagittarius, you are a number 3. Happy, happy, happy. And this card is the 8 card. And we talked about that 8 earlier, being loyal. And the energy that I'm feeling too with this number 8 card is 8. When you think about 8, you think about the infinity symbol, because when you lay 8 on the side, it looks like infinity. Now, number 3, we already know that you're happy by nature because you're ruled by the planet of Jupiter. This is saying right here, keep it going, because what's going to happen is when we talk about infinity, we means, so many people may say it this way, what comes around goes around. The happier you be within yourself, the happy you are with yourself, the more things and people you're going to attract to accomplish that. And we know that whatever Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of the number 3, touches, it expands. So your little bit of happiness will grow. Make sure that you remember that, because it's not just with happiness, anything can grow. So make sure you keep it happy, number 3. And then we're going to read the advice card. It's not personal. Fall back. That's what I'm hearing. Fall back. It's going to be coming people that's going to come and try to test that happiness. Somebody going to come and try to test that joy. That happened to me recently too. You're doing all good, you're feeling all good, and then somebody will come along and try to test you, to try to get you out of that zone, right? Hey, but don't let them. Don't take it personal. You know what's important? You never know what somebody else is going through to cause them to act the way that they do. For me, myself, after all these years, what I say is, oh, they just don't know any better. But seriously, somebody may have a bad day. Somebody may be having a bad life. It's not that they intentionally mean to take it out on you, but that's just where the chips fall sometimes. However, you have to be at that level of awareness where you can say, I'm not going to stoop. I'm not going to let you pull me down with this negativity. Sometimes you just got to step, number 3. Okay? Or retreat, because 7 can retreat. So make sure that you retreat from the things that are not bringing you joy. We're going to move on to the number 4, born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month. Also coming under the signs of Aquarius and Leo. You are a number 4. Deep knowing, 7. 7. This means it's time for you to go deep within. Go deep within to find out why you love yourself, how amazing you are, because sometimes you can't see these things on the surface, because let's just face it, sometimes the things on the surface can be blurry because of all of the influence around you. You're going to have to go deep within yourself to find out who you are and build yourself up truly as a person. It's going to take some introspection. You're going to have to ask some questions, and don't just be asking the easy questions either. Ask yourself the hard questions to get to the bottom of why you do the things that you do. And you need to know that it's not all bad for you to have to separate sometimes. Sometimes you may need your own space. A lot of times, number 4, you might need your own space, because what it's saying is you have this deep inner knowing, but you have to go in and believe it. You have to go in and trust it. This is what this card is all about, number 4. You trusting yourself. You're going to have to do that, number 4. Trusting yourself. Ooh, and trusting the visions. I'm hearing that too. Okay. And your advice card is claim your boundaries. This is the 24/6 card, and this is the opposition card for you. And what's happening is when you go deep within, it's similar if you listen to the number 2 reading, because the number 2 reading had a number 4 on the card. So this is kind of deeper than this. It's kind of the same. But what this deep knowing card is telling you is that sometimes you may doubt some of your visions, some of your ideas, some of your creation, these things that you know deeply from within. And sometimes you won't even pull up on these things because you feel like people won't accept them, or people won't accept you for who you are. But number 4, this 24/6 card, which is your opposition, is telling you got to do quite the opposite. You have to go out and do those things regardless. Number 4, that's what you're about. You're a rebel anyway. So even if people don't agree with your ideas, even if people don't agree with the direction that you're going in your life or in your relationship or in your business, you have to do what you know from deep within. You have to be able to trust self. Goes back to that soulmate theory. Can you trust that soulmate that's within you? Huh. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the number 5. If you're born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of the month, or come on the signs of Gemini or Virgo, you are a number 5. Regeneration. And this is the number 1 card. And what this card is saying right here, number 5, this may be a time for you to do it all over again. And this is interesting because 2 number 5 cards came up in a universal reading. So it's time for you to change up the way that you do things. And one of those things is going to be having to put yourself first. Put yourself first. Self-love. And it's not something, and this picture looks like a scary picture, like everything is dying out, but what you have to look at is it's basically about starting something new. So sometimes all of the time when you start something new, there's going to be some old things that have to die before you start these new things. So there's some things that you have to get rid of, but don't worry, it's a part of the process. Whatever you felt like or feel like will be or has been taken will be restored, because that's what regeneration is. It's also restoration. And when we restore a house, when a house goes through restoration, it's more beautiful than it ever was before. So trust in this change. I'm feeling the energy on number 5 that feels like they're kind of stuck right now. And that's not the nature for you, number 5. It's time for you to change. If you feel like you're not growing in your life, perhaps it is because you feel like you're stuck in the mud. But now it's time to change all that and do something new. And the 45-9 card is fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel like, or even if you don't see it in your life right now, build up that image for yourself. Build that vision in your mind so that you can become it, because you won't see it until you become it. That's the key to it, number 5. I know it sounds a little funny and a little strange how things work sometimes, but a lot of people get worried because they don't see what they want. And the main reason why they don't see what they want is because they have not become that thing yet. So you're going to have to become it first, number 5. And the energy of this card is saying, fake it until you make it. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the number 6 card. If you're born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month, you are in number 6. Or if you come under the signs of Libra and Taurus, oh, you got the number 5 card. And this card says be at peace. And this energy that I'm feeling is to be at peace with yourself. There's a new idea. There's a new creation. This right here means something new is coming into your life. A new egg is about to hatch. But in order for it to come, and you perhaps already know about this thing that's about to come in your life or appear in your life. It could be a relationship, or it could be something in your career. It could be something in your home. Who knows, but whatever it is, only you know. But it's about to happen for you. And you're wondering, when is it going to get here? Because everybody wants to know when. Okay, so when is whenever you are at peace. Peace within yourself. Peace. And when the energy that I'm feeling is let go, flow, be fluid like water. Let go. Allow yourself to be free, because this is the number 5 card. And when I hear 5, I'm feeling freedom. Oh, that's what you really need. Allowing yourself, you're being too hard on yourself. You're being too hard on yourself. You're going to have to free yourself of the mental slavery that you have allowed to take place in your mind. And nobody else is enslaving you. It's you doing this. Number 6, stop being so hard on yourself. You're too wonderful. You're too amazing. I know you think you could do better, but you should be proud at what you're doing. Don't be so hard on yourself. And what is the advice card? See, the downtime card. This is saying, sit down, be creative. Downtime. And when I think about downtime, I'm thinking about rest, but I'm also thinking about children, because this is the number 3 card. And when we think about how children play, that's their downtime. And 6, you're already a creative number anyway. So this downtime could be allowing yourself to play, allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to indulge in things that you usually won't do because you felt like you had to live a straight and narrow, or there was no freedom mentally for you. This is time for you to take it easy. And when you take it easy and take this downtime, it will bring you into that state of peace. And remember what I said about the number 3, which is the number on this downtime card. Whatever Jupiter touches, it will expand. So when you go in and you start to find that peace within yourself, that is going to expand. And then the things that you want will begin to appear in your life. Number 6. Now let's go on to the number 7. If you're born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month, or if you come under the sign of Cancer, you are a number 7. Oh, and you got your interchangeable card. This is the master number 11, because 2 plus 9 equals 11. And this is saying you need to breathe too. This is, I'm very much feeling like meditation. And if you look at it, this is so interesting because she's sitting on the water and she's meditating. This is an 11 card, and the 11 we know is the 29 is 11, and 11 breaks down to 2, which is a water energy, and it's telling you to just relax. Number 7, it's telling you to do the same thing, listening to yourself, trusting yourself. This is really saying, because it's significant, because the energy on the card is matching the birthday, but at a higher level. Not only is this card a number 2 card, it is the master number 11 card. So what this is saying is that you already are doing these things, going within, looking in depth within yourself. Now it's time for you to elevate it and bring this awareness to others. Let people know what the benefits of introspection is for you. Make sure you let people know what the benefits of meditation is. Make sure you let people know the benefits of tapping into your higher self and listening to the vision. I'm hearing that if so many people number 7, that need to hear your message, not just anybody's message. Oh, I'm hearing this is a time for a number 7 message. And I feel like this energy is for the planet itself. Because just like we saw the card that talked about downtime, sometimes the world needs some downtime. We need these people of higher awareness, number 7, to share these experiences with other people to help them grow the same way that you have. And your advice card is call on your angels, and the 13-4 card is here. And this is something with the number 4. I'm thinking about, something different, because there's always something different about the number 4. But call on your angels, calling on other people is normally not what you like to do. But in this case, as I said, this is a message that needs to get across to everybody. So, what this is saying, number 7, is bring like minded people into the equation that can help share messages similar to yours or your messages so that we can heal as a society. That's for you, number 7, and I'm counting on you. And we're going to go on to the number 8. And the number 8 is born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month, or come under the sign of Capricorn. You are a number 8. Now, this week, number 8, you got a leg up on it. So this is saying you're already confident within yourself. You already have that love within yourself. And it's deep within, because this is the 34-7 card. So it's within yourself. You already have it. And you don't have to worry about it because you already got a leg up on it. So make sure that you incorporate this into your daily life, number 8. And just know that you're on the right path at this moment right now. I don't know if there's a decision that you're about to make, but whatever that decision is, or there's going to be an opportunity that's going to appear for you, whatever that opportunity is or decision that you need to make at this point will be positive for you, because it says that you have a leg up on it. And it says you're the boss. And this is the 12-3 card. And you're the boss. That sounds like a number 3 card, but this is saying that the same thing. This is confirming that you got a leg up on it. And the 12 card is here. So I always say with the number 12 that you have to be careful of not being the victim or sacrifice for the plans and intrigues of others, meaning that make sure that you're paying attention so that people won't take advantage of you, because people see you flying high. People see that things about to happen in your life, and all of a sudden they're right there for you. They're your best friends. But when something happens, you don't see those people anymore. Number 8, that happens a lot to you, number 8. That's the energy that I'm feeling. People will come into your life because they feel like you can take them to a level that they want to be in. Those are some of the people that you attract. And what happens is, whenever you get to that point where you may be having a challenge or something, as soon as somebody gets a whiff of that, guess what they do? They back off. You don't see these people again. It's because they feel like you're in your down period, but then allow you to start doing good again. And these people, if you allow them to, will come right back into your life. So this right here is saying, during this period right here, that is positivity and wellness, the people that you already know that has left you before when times got rough, Don't allow them to come back in your space. Don't do it. And we're going on to the number 9. The number 9 is if you're born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of the month, or if you come under the sign of Aries or Scorpio, you are a number 9. Poised. No matter what happens, I'm so proud of you, number 9. I am so proud of you. This energy is saying that people may not have noticed, but you've been changing. You've been maturing. You've been taking things a lot better than people expect. You are not the person that you used to be. And this is more positive. And it's because you probably went within yourself to begin to love and trust yourself a little bit more. This is that love relationship with yourself. And this is the result of it. You are showing the result of it. But what I'm seeing here is the number 12 card. I don't know if I showed you, but poised. But what I'm seeing here, this is the 4812. And you just heard me talk to the number 8 about becoming the victim or the sacrifice for the plans and intrigues of others, or letting people don't let people take advantage of you. See, what happens sometimes, people will try to take your kindness for weakness, right? And that's why I guess a lot of people take that aggressive stance, especially, like the fire numbers, because people, when you're nice, sometimes people will tend to think that they can get over on you, they can treat you any kind of way that they want to, or that they can use you. So, what this is saying is make sure that you're in balance. Make sure you're balanced, number 9. Make sure that, yes, you remain poised, but at the same time, you make sure that you're still standing up for yourself. It does not mean that you have to just let people treat you any kind of way that you want to. It just means, remain poised, remain calm. I always heard the phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You can put a person in their place and you don't have to be overly aggressive about it. So it's saying, number 9, that yes, you're changing, but don't allow people to get over on you during this time, because they see that change in you. Sound check the number 12. This right here, number 9, this is a warning. Number 12. People all in your ear telling you what you need to hear. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but yeah. People all in your ear telling you what you need to hear or what you need to do, number 9. And I'm hearing, it's going to be somebody come to you. I'm feeling like a specific person is coming to you, and it's a person that loves to talk. And they talk so much and so fast, like it's a tool for manipulation. So what's happening is the conversation is just going so fast because this person is not even allowing you to get a word in edgewise. This person is just continue to talk over and over again. And eventually what this person, you may see this person in your life right now, or you may see this person that is approaching you, or you may have had this happen to you in the past. But what's happening is this person has a whole lot of words for you to hear, because they are trying to throw you off your game. They are trying to distract you so that you're not thinking clearly. And when you're not thinking clearly, you make the decision that's in favor of them. I'm hearing be careful of fast talkers right now, number 9. So there's going to be some fast talkers coming into your life. I don't know if it's one person. It's going to be fast talkers coming into your life. I don't know if it's a season, if it's one person, if it's more than one person, but just know this. If somebody is talking too much and too fast for you to stop and ask questions, ask yourself why. Why can't I get a question in? Why can't I get an answer? Watch out for yourself. And so now that we moved on with the readings, I just want to give a brief summary before I get into the affirmation. And the summary is it's all about yourself. It's all about loving yourself. This week is about going deep within yourself. A lot of 7 cards came up, a lot of 5 cards came up. The 7 cards telling me introspection, reflection. That means digging deep within yourself to ask questions and reflect over some of the patterns in your life. Also, we've had a lot of 5s. 5s is talking about change. 5 is telling you that there are some things that you need to consider, some things that you need to change in life. And that depends on where you are in your life. And one of the things that you should probably think about changing is your mindset towards yourself, beginning to love and trust yourself more than you have. And I've noticed that a few 1s and 3s came up. The 3s, specifically, the number 12 came up. So I'm saying, for everyone this week, next week, and every week that you're here, make sure that you're watching out for those fast talkers, the ones that talk you into the ideas that you're really not down with, the things that you really don't want to do. And that number 1 is telling you sometimes you have to take a new approach to things. Sometimes you need a new beginning. Sometimes you need to regenerate and restore who you are. And the best way to do that is to go within, begin to build that soulmate relationship with yourself, and then you will start attracting those wonderful and amazing things that you have built within yourself from others. So let's get into the affirmation. And it says, I don't know if I did this one before, but I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. And it goes back to, I know the number 2 reading and the number 4 reading talked about how your style may be different, or your ideas or your projects are going to be different, and sometimes you need to be pushed out there to do things on your own and to do things exactly the way you want to do it. Well, that's our reading for the week. This is how you manifest on purpose.